So you'd like to do some modeling, but you're not sure how to begin. I've come up with 5 simple tips that will teach you exactly, step by step, how to begin modeling. Let's check it out.
Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, click, click.
Hey guys, Vern Danke, the Click and Pick It Guy. Welcome back to my channel. Now today I'm going to make a video that I've thought about for a long time. A lot of people want to get into modeling, but they just don't know where to begin. They don't know how to start. And so I'm going to give you 5 surefire tips. If you take it step by step, you will be modeling in no time. Okay, so let's check it out. Alright, so step 1 is probably the most important step. You want to create a social media account where people can contact you. I preferably have chosen Facebook as my main contact, and I believe that's probably the wisest choice if you're living in the United States. Whatever is the main social outlet, choose that outlet and use that to share your contact. Try to find a way to make it dedicated for photography. That way it looks more professional. It doesn't have you eating a bowl of Fruit Loops and then kissing your dog with your tongue. It just is professional. It's set up just for your venture of doing photography, okay? And in that you want to have 10 plus photos of you doing various things, wearing different outfits. And the reason for that is you want people to see your body type, your expressions, your moods, how you interact with different colors, the colors that accent you best. It's a way of having a little insight into how you can be posed and what type of photography a guy would or a girl would use you in. And so that's pretty important. I tend to look at people's photos before they come to a shoot of mine, and I kind of think, what would they be best at? Where's their best look? I try to look for that. Is their best look kind of looking down? Is it looking up? Is it looking straight on? Is their best look a smile, or is it a frown, or something sad or melancholy? You need to know those things, and the only way to know that is to look at someone's portfolio. And then the photographer has an idea of what to do. So put that together and try to use that as a dedicated venue just for your modeling, okay? That's step number 1. Alright, so step number 2, you want to contact a makeup artist. Now this is the inside track into the world of photography and modeling. The best way to get your foot in the door is to start with somebody that's already in the business, okay? Now find a makeup artist that does fun shoots, which are shoots that are not that serious, but they're maybe practice type shoots for photographers that want experience, that need models. And so what I want you to do is focus on photographers that are paying to have makeup done. Those photographers want their photos to be seen. They're trying to make really good photos. And the guys that aren't paying for the makeup artists, yeah, if you need to use that to get your first start, it's okay. But if you can start out with somebody that is paying for makeup, chances are they're doing things more professional, they've had a little bit more experience, and you're going to get a better result, and you're going to fast track higher faster, okay? Now, how do you contact a makeup artist? You can go on to your social media and type in your area makeup artist for whatever town that you're living in, and you can send them a quick little note there. Or you could go to maybe a beauty pageant or someplace where the makeup artists are set up and just go from person to person. Hey, I want to find somebody that's doing a fun shoot. I'm looking to do some modeling. Who can you recommend? And so try to go that route. And another avenue is to contact your local beauty salon. I'm trying to get into modeling. I want to do some fun shoots. Who is a makeup artist that I can talk to? And the beauty of it is the makeup artist wants to sell their services, okay? And so they're looking for models to offer to the photographers that contact them. Hey, do you know any models? And the person will be like, yeah, I have this new person and she wants to try modeling. She has no experience. Would you be willing to give it a shot? And most people would be, right? And so that's where your portfolio is really key. And if you put it together and you make it look professional, they're going to sense that you're not some goofball eating a bowl of Cheerios, right? That you want to take this seriously. This is important to you. You're not just making photos to just say, hey, look at me, I'm princess of the world, you know? You want to do something that is professional. So that's why I'm suggesting going that route. And your photos don't have to be perfect. Your first ones, they just have to show your personality and just try to make them look kind of nice. Spend a little time on that. They don't have to be perfect. If you tell the makeup artist or the photographer it's your first time, they'll totally understand, okay? So give that a shot. So that is tip number 2, okay? Find a makeup artist. All right, so tip number 3. Now, if you're serious about wanting something, you'll put in a little effort. You'll do some studying, you'll do some practicing, and you will give yourself, how can I say that? You will give yourself more value than just showing up without doing any of those things and expecting somebody to mold you into this diamond from a lump of black coal, right? So put some free apps in your phones that show different poses. Watch some videos. Practice in front of a mirror. Do not smile for every pose. That's my pet peeve, because we can get that in our regular selfies that everybody poses at home, right? It's just not what you want when you're doing fashion and model photography all the time. You want to capture moods. You want to capture people feeling things other than a smile, okay? When I go down the street and I'm doing street photography, the last thing I want to see is everybody smiling at me. Hey, 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 because that's not real. And if you're doing model photography, if they can capture the real, the mood, it's going to have more presence and you're going to have a lot more enjoyment looking back at your photos. It's okay to smile. Some people have beautiful smiles, but don't do it in every single photo. All right, that's my pet peeve. All right, so also try to look at yourself from different angles. I have some girls that think that they only need to have the one side. Look at me on this side. I look good on this side of my face is the best side. I'm only going to show you that side. And I think, wow, if you've got only one tool in your toolbox, that's a pretty small toolbox, okay? So spend the time, look at the other side, look up, look down. Try to give yourself different ways to look attractive to a photographer. If he's only given one thing to see all the time, he's going to get pretty bored with that. And your photos are going to reflect it. You need to spend the time to study the poses, put together something to offer the photographer, okay? Because a lot of photographers, they're going to try to get you to pose, and they're not posers themselves. And so I've watched some of these people, and they're kind of like this, you know? And you're supposed to turn that into beauty, right? How does that look? So spend the time. Look in a mirror. Know your body. Try to find ways to keep your arms and your joints angled and bent and away from your body, okay? Study those things and it will make all the world of difference for you and for the photographer, okay? All right. All right, so after the photographer makes the photos, this is tip number 4. Be patient. Be patient. We're not putting together selfies here. And I tell people, quit posting crappy photos on your social media. Why? Because if you want to be a model, you want people to see you in modeling type photos. People will take you more seriously. So that's why I want you to do a modeling social media account just for modeling because you want people to take you seriously. Now, wait whatever it takes for that photographer to process the photos. You want them to spend as much time photoshopping, do whatever they have to do to those photos. If they're giving you those photos like the next day and all they're doing is putting their watermark on, well, that's too bad. Hopefully you get a couple good photos out of those, right? Now, when I do a 1-2 hour shoot, I've got at least 300 plus photos. And to go through those photos, I want as many keepers as I can give back to my models, and I want to know that I took that many good shots. So it will take me anywhere from 20 to 30 hours of free time that I work on these photos at no monetary wage that I'm earning doing this. Okay, I'm doing this for free. Now, the last thing I want is somebody that's like, oh, are my photos done? Are my photos done? And so just be patient. You want that person to put together a masterpiece. You're not looking for selfie photos, okay? And that's really important because the higher quality photos you get back, the faster you're going to climb that ladder. If you want to be in a hurry and you want crappy photos, well, then I guess you have something to post on social media that your friends will think, oh, well, that's comparable to what I do, right? So be patient. All right, that's super important. Super, super important. All right, so the last tip, number 5. Now, when you do get your photos back, find out where your photographer is posting the photos that he took of you. Is he posting them on a local photography site? If he is, go there and thank him and make sure that he's crediting you to your social media account. So when other photographers see these beautiful, amazing photos of you, this super human being, they think, wow, look at that. I want to contact them and do a photo shoot with them, right? So that's your big N. And so try to be active on the social media wherever they're posting so you can be available to be contacted. And if the photos aren't circulating enough, go to your local photography page in your area, in your town that the photographers use, and you post some of those photos. But what I also want you to do is always make sure that you're crediting the photographer and the makeup artist. Whoever worked in that shoot, always credit them, okay? And that builds their credibility, and make sure they always credit you, and that builds your credibility. And you have this cycle of people promoting each other, and pretty soon it just starts to come around and you start to get elevated, all right? That's all it takes. Those 5 simple steps from nothing to something, okay? If you follow those steps, you will for sure be on the path to pursuing your dreams, okay? All right, so if that was helpful, please leave me some comments in there. Anybody that's had experience in the business, you are also welcome to leave feedback for people that are up and coming. And if you could, please throw me a like, consider subscribing, and let's grow together. Thank you.
Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, 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 click and a pick it. Click, click, click.